Good morning, Virginia. This is Virginia This Morning.
And welcome back to the program. You know, anytime is a great time to look at your finances and get a game plan on how to better manage your money. But our next guest, financial expert Aaron Smith, is taking advantage of March Madness and passing along some great tips by a very successful college basketball coach that can be used to translate your financial plan into success for you. And welcome back to the show. Aaron, good to see you.
Cheryl, I am so excited about being here. Thank you for having me once again.
You're very welcome. I said I'm going to leave all the sports metaphors to you.
All right.
Because I'm not. But you want to talk about a specific coach who had some great advice for everybody on the court that can be translated to taking care of our finances.
Absolutely. John Wooden. John Wooden was a fabulous coach, one of the most famous coaches, and he had a philosophy. And this philosophy, Cheryl, wasn't always to win. It was about the effort to win. And the effort to win is so important, not only in athletics, but also in your finances. You know, I'm a former collegiate athlete myself. And one
football,
thing,
though, I think was your sport.
Football. And one thing about athletics, you have to get out and you have to practice. You have to prepare. And you have to do it generally with your studies for about 2 hours per day. In our life, financially, I think it's important that we all spend at least 10 minutes per day preparing ourselves, focusing on finances. Read something on money, whether it be through, i.e. your website. You might pick up a good book on finance. You might go to a webinar or a seminar. If you are able to focus on those things 10 minutes per day, not only yourself, Cheryl, but our children and our grandchildren, teach them the same thing, you will learn the effort of winning.
Now, honestly, how many people, Aaron, really sit down and spend 10, 15, 20 minutes a day just looking or working on their personal finances?
Not many at all. It's because we haven't been taught to. We haven't been trained to. Right? Well, there's 4 teams in the Final Four right now, and they have been trained and they've been preparing to get to the Final Four. Now, they all won't be winners. Only one winner. But it's not always about winning, it's about giving that effort to win. Many of us just don't sit down and do that because we're not taught to do it.
So what are the benefits of actually investing your own time into your personal finances?
It's all about your personal happiness. Knowing that you have that comfort level, getting rid of the stress, knowing that you're able to focus solely on you. It's all about you sometimes. Sometimes you got to focus on you a little bit. And it's important about learning about finances that makes your life that much easier when you're up against financial issues.
One of the things you were talking about is failing to prepare is preparing to fail. So you have to kind of do your homework so that you can be ready.
Yeah, you have to certainly make sure that you're prepared to do your homework. Many of us just don't plan. You mentioned it before. Many of us don't plan as we should financially. Now, athletic teams, they do prepare, but not always win. So it's not about winning all the time. Sometimes you're going to fail, but it's important to get back up.
And the knowledge there. The next thing is failure is not fatal, but failure to change might be.
Yeah, failure to change. I mean, some of us are just rigid. We don't want any change. And
we like comfort zones.
We like comfort zones. I mean, look what's happening in our country. Look what's happening with technology. This is one of the most effective and special times in our country to learn about wealth because it's all around you. All you have to do is take a step out. If you fall down, get back up. If you fall down, get back up. Continue to focus on what's important, which is learning about your wealth for your happiness.
So in our personal finance case, ignorance is not bliss.
Oh, come on now. No, it's not. Not at all.
No, okay. The next thing is move, move, move. Coach Wooden phrase.
Well, I tell you, when you move physically. You have to be in condition physically, but you also have to be in condition mentally. That's so important. So when we're talking about finances, remember, moving means that there are things that's going to happen, Cheryl, life events that are going to happen in all of our lives. We're going to get married. Well, we may get divorced. We may have children. So you got to be able to prepare.
Those children have to go to college.
They have to go to college. So you have to prepare for that. Not only prepare for those type of activities, but the economy moves. I mean, we have winter, spring, summer, and fall, and the economy goes up and it goes down, so you have to be able to move and know that you're preparing yourself.
And in order to be able to know where to move, you have to be educated about it. So again, back to that homework. We need to know what we're talking about, because so many of us will invest money blindly, not really knowing where we're putting money, or we'll put money into a bank and just let it sit there and not knowing that we can actually move it around to get the best fixed interest rates, so we got to move.
We got to move, and we got to also understand that money is intimidating.
Yes, it is.
To many of us, Cheryl, it's a foreign language. But don't allow that to restrict you. Don't allow that to stop you. You just have to break through that barrier.
Well, a lot of good advice. Aaron Smith, thank you so much for joining us
Thanks
today.
for having me.
You're very welcome. Now we want to get over to Jessica and Greg.